This is the all-new Chase Sapphire Reserve, and this is the all-new American Express Platinum. Both credit cards had major refresh and updates in 2025, and so today we're gonna find out which of these cards is the best premium flagship credit card of 2026. For both credit cards, we're gonna pit them head to head and compare them against their sign-up bonus, their earnings, their benefits, as well as their annual fee. And I will wrap and conclude with the final verdict and my overall recommendations. Category 1, sign-up bonus, Chase Sapphire Reserve. Right now, you can earn a whopping 125,000 points after you spend $6,000 within the first 3 months. For context, the bonus from the Sapphire Reserve typically floats between 75,000 points to as high as 100,000 points. This 125,000 points is certainly an all-time high. As for the sign-up bonus for the American Express Platinum, this is a little bit more wonky. So with the Amex Platinum, you can find a publicly available bonus that's only gonna give you 80,000 points for $8,000 to spend over 6 months. Personally, not worth it. However, there is a way more elevated non-public all-time high bonus that's going as high as 175,000 points for the same amount of spend over the same time period. However, the catch is you need to be able to find a working offer link. Now, thankfully, since you follow me, I actually do have a link in the description box down below for this elevated non-public all-time high offer, so make sure you check it out. So who wins the sign-up bonus category? On one hand, we have Chase that's giving you a guaranteed 125,000 point sign-up bonus. Whereas on the other side, American Express Platinum, though it doesn't guarantee 175,000 points, you can get as high as that. You could still pull 100, 125, 150. And so this one is a bit of a personal choice. Do you want to roll the dice and see what you get? Or do you want to play it safe and know that you're getting the all-time high offer from the Sapphire Reserve? And so because of that, I would say this is a tie. Category 2, earnings. For the Chase Sapphire Reserve, you will earn 8x for booking anything through the Chase travel portal, 4x for flights and hotels that you book directly, 3x for all dining purchases, and 1x on all other purchases. For the American Express Platinum, you will earn 5x for flights that you book direct or through American Express Travel, 5x for prepaid hotels that you book through American Express Travel, and 1x on all other categories. As for who wins the earnings category, I think it's pretty obvious. Not American Express. In fact, I'm pretty tired of American Express's horrible earnings. Okay, sure, you get the 5x for the airfare if you book direct or through Amex Travel, but then everything else you have to book through Amex Travel, which is just hotels and has to be prepaid, and then 1x for everything else. That's terrible. We've had cards come on. They experiment, they play with things, they give you other earnings categories. This, honestly, to me is unacceptable, so definitively, the winner by a landslide is gonna be the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Category 3, benefits. As flagship credit cards, this is where we're gonna spend the bulk of our time. Specifically, within the benefits category, I'm gonna talk about their credits, the travel benefits, the shopping benefits, and kind of other benefits that I couldn't categorize. And before diving into the unique benefits of each individual card, there are some that they share in common. So here are benefits that apply to both credit cards. They both offer you transferable currencies, meaning you can take the points that you earn and move it to an airline or flight hotel partner, unlocking way more value. Both cards offer you a membership to Priority Pass, which is giving you access to airport lounges around the world. Both credit cards offer you a credit to TSA PreCheck and or Global Entry. And both credit cards offer trip delay insurance. So you use each respective credit card to book a trip and it's delayed for 6 hours, you're covered up to $500. Now let's talk about the benefits for the Chase Sapphire Reserve. The first subcategory are the credits. And this is where the bulk of the updates came for the card in 2025. So you will earn a $500 hotel credit, and these can be used to book the edit properties with a 2-night minimum booking. This credit actually had a bit of an update from when it first launched. So when it first launched, it was $250 in the first half, $250 in the second half. Now it's $500 for the entire year that you can use. The one thing I want to call out is Chase actually emailed me to let me know about this update and that it's effective as of January 1, 2026. However, if you actually go to its marketing material on its website, it still has the old credit, which is $250 in the first half, $250 in the second half. I don't know when that's going to get updated, but the latest information I have directly from Chase from an email they gave me is that it should be $500 for the entire year. There's a $300 travel credit where if anything codes as travel, you automatically get it as a statement credit. There's a $300 dining credit that comes as $150 in the first half and $150 in the second half, specifically to Chase Sapphire's dining program with Open Table. And in Boston, I have access to a total of 8 restaurants I can use this at. A $300 DoorDash credit that comes as $25 a month. However, this is further broken down into only being able to be used as $5 for any food delivery, $10 for any grocery or retail delivery, and then another $10 for any grocery or retail delivery. A $300 StubHub credit as $150 in the first half and $150 in the second half. A $288 Apple TV/music credit. However, you cannot apply this to family plans, individual only. A $250 hotel credit. And to use this, you must book the hotels through Chase Travel, and it has to be from one of these partner hotels, and it has to also be a 2-night minimum. We've gotten word that this is actually only a one-time only credit for 2026, so we don't expect that it'll renew for the following year. A $120 Lyft credit as $10 a month, and a $120 Peloton credit as $10 a month. Now let's talk about the credits for the American Express Platinum. You will receive a $600 hotel credit that you can use to book hotels that are either part of the Hotel Collection or Fine Hotel and Resorts. If it's Hotel Collection, it also has to be a 2-night minimum, and this comes in the form of $300 in the first half and $300 in the second half. A $400 Resi credit that comes as $100 per quarter. A $300 digital entertainment credit that can be used at one of the following platforms, and it comes as $25 a month. A $300 Lululemon credit that comes as $75 per quarter. My pro tip here is you can buy items that can't be returned from Lululemon, and you can return them for store credit, so you can stack the credit so that you can use it all at one time versus having to do 75, 75, 75. Keep that in mind. A $300 Equinox credit, a $209 credit to Clear Plus. What that is it's like VIP on top of VIP. So there's TSA PreCheck that lets you skip some of the security lines or have a dedicated line. Clear Plus walks you in front of the TSA PreCheck line. Full disclaimer, I don't have Clear Plus because I don't trust a third-party private company to have my biometric data, but a lot of people seem to, and it does seem to be faster, though I haven't fully bought in yet. A $200 Oura Ring credit, a $200 Uber credit that comes as $15 a month with $25 given additional in December, a $200 airline incidental credit, a $155 Walmart Plus credit that comes as $12.95 a month. When we compare credits, it's pretty obvious who the winner is, and not just by sheer volume of credits, but also the fact that the credits are useful. For example, let's take a look at this hotel credit. Chase gives $500 to book the edit with 2-night minimums, and you can just use it all at once. I love that. American Express gives you $600, and it has to be $300 in the first half, $300 in the second half. We can either use it to book for Fine Hotel and Resorts properties, which is just a 1-night minimum, or the Hotel Collection, which is a 2-night minimum. Okay. Now let's take a further dive into that. So I went ahead and went to the Chase website and wanted to book for 2 nights in August in New York and stay at the Thompson, which is one of my favorite Hyatt properties in New York. Well, if we book on Chase, the cost for that 2 nights for the exact same time period is $1,374. Compare that to booking through the Hotel Collection on American Express, it's $1,118, a difference of over $250. And you might think, hey man, John, you're just cherry picking data, but that's not it. I literally looked for New York, Miami, Vegas, everywhere in the edit program for the exact same dates, for the exact same hotels, for the 2-night minimum. It's just consistently $50 to $200 to $300 more expensive than booking through the American Express's The Hotel Collection. And as a consumer, there is no reason that that should be a thing. Now, personally, sure, there's a time and place for booking the 2-night minimum with these programs. They give you the breakfast for 2 people and $100 stay credit. But low key, guys, one of the best ways to earn a ton of points is making sure that you're stacking a rewards credit card with something like a travel portal or a cashback portal. And right now, one of my favorite travel portals is this platform called Rove Miles. So if we look at the exact same booking for the Thompson over that same time period, you can earn 10x miles on top of whatever your credit card already offers you for that spend. All you need to do is make sure that you book the hotel or flight or whatever it is through that particular portal. And for Rove, actually, I've seen things go as high as 50 to 60x per dollar spent, which is absolutely insane. And then you layer on top of whatever travel rewards credit card you want to use. And as a pro tip, my favorite thing about Rove Miles is the fact that these miles are transferable, which is pretty unheard of outside of credit card points programs, meaning you can take them and transfer them to airline and hotel partners. And right now it gets even crazier. There's a way to fly on Lufthansa into Europe for 88 miles. Yes, 88. The problem is no major credit card program transfers to Lufthansa except Rove Miles does. So with Rove Miles, if you sign up, there's a public bonus anyone can get. You get 500 miles for making a free account. However, I reached out to them and got a dedicated, way more elevated all-time high offer of 1,500 Rove Miles just for making a free account. So folks, don't miss out because that's a lot of 88-mile trips over to Europe. Go ahead, the link is in the description box. Feel free to check it out. Sorry, we got sidetracked. So as for the other credits, there's a $300 dining credit that Chase gives you. But for me, I can only use that 8 restaurants in Boston. There's also the DoorDash credit they gives me, $25 a month, but I have to use it as $5, $10, $10. Whereas for American Express, a $200 credit to Uber, it's just 15 bucks a month and I can use it for any Uber, whether it's Uber Rides or Uber Eats. It's not segmented out. I mean, Chase just makes it so difficult to actually use the credits. In fact, it's pretty obvious they want you to use the card, but they don't want to give you that much benefit. Like they kind of, I don't want to say it's bait and switch because that's not what it is, but it definitely seems very nice until you actually kind of read into the fine print and you're like, wait a minute, this is really hard for me to use. Like it's kind of just like a coupon book. And so for that, in the credit section, we give the W to the American Express Platinum. Now let's look at the travel benefits. As premium flagship cards, this is where both really shine above all other competition. So for the Chase Sapphire Reserve, you get access to the Chase Sapphire lounges. I have one in Boston, honestly, one of my favorite lounges. You go in there, they have this like massage zero gravity chair with the red light therapy, absolutely love it. You also get Air Canada Maple Leaf Lounge access. The card also gives you auto rental coverage, which is primary. The card also provides bag delay insurance. So if it's delayed for 6 hours, you're covered up to $100 a day for 5 days. And the card automatically grants you IHG Platinum status. As for the travel benefits for the American Express Platinum, you get access to their award-winning American Express Centurion lounges. And these, honestly, hands down, are the best lounges domestically, full stop. Not to mention, they also have some abroad. One of my favorite ones is the one over in Hong Kong. You get access to Delta Sky Club lounges. You also get access to Lufthansa lounges, Plaza Premium lounges, and Escape lounges. The card also offers you automatic gold status with Marriott, automatic gold status with Hilton, and for Leaders Club, you get automatic Sterling status. As for winner of the flight benefits, personally, I love Chase's primary auto rental coverage. That's something I've used for renting cars since literally day one, since 2016. But it is travel benefits. And you can't argue against the lounge access in the status American Express Platinum offers you. I mean, the Leaders Club Sterling status literally gives you 5 pre-arrival confirmed upgrades just for having it, and you get it for free. Like, that to me is insane. Like, the gold status is nice and the IHG Platinum is nice, but to have confirmed upgrades automatically, love that. And again, going back to the volume of lounges you can access when you travel, that's really, if I think about someone in this category looking for a premium flagship card, that's probably what you're after. And so the W, we're gonna have to give to the American Express Platinum. Now let's talk about shopping benefits. For the Chase Sapphire Reserve, you have this thing called purchase protection. So if you purchase an item and within 120 days, the item is damaged or stolen, you can file a claim from Chase for it for up to $10,000. The card also offers you return protection. So similarly, if you purchase an item and within 90 days, you want to return it, but the retailer won't take it back, you can file a claim for up to $500, and you can file a total of up to $1,000 of claims within 12 months. For the American Express Platinum, it also offers you this thing called purchase protection, though it's a little bit different. So if you purchase an item with your American Express Platinum and within 90 days, the item is damaged, stolen, or lost, you can file a claim for up to $10,000, and you can file a total of $50,000 worth of claims in a 12-month period. The card also offers return protection. Similar to Chase, within 90 days of purchase, if you want to return it to the retailer and they won't take it back, you can file a claim, though it's only for $300, and you can file a max of $1,000 worth of claims within a 12-month period. Now, comparing these shopping benefits, it's a bit of a toss-up. I actually really like that Chase gives you 120 days on the purchase protection and also $500 for the return protection. Whereas American Express Platinum does also offer you lost coverage for the purchase protection. Like literally you just lost an item and you could file a claim for it. That's kind of crazy. And I have dealt with American Express before on their claims, and it's pretty easy because they're the bank, the issuer, and also the insurance company. It just kind of happens quicker. Whereas with Chase, you go through Visa and there's a little bit more that you go through. Though net, hard to say, right? Like more coverage both in terms of time and money, or easier process and a slightly different coverage. I'd say this category is a tie. In the final benefits category, Other. For the Chase Sapphire Reserve, an other benefit happens when you spend $75,000. And when you do so, you automatically receive IHG Diamond status, which is their highest elite status. You also receive $250 credit to shop through the shops at Chase. You'll receive $500 worth of Southwest credit that you have to book through Chase Travel, and you automatically qualify for Southwest A-list status, which is their top tier status. The other benefits from the American Express Platinum. Also, similarly, when you spend $75,000, you'll get some benefits. Namely, you're gonna get a complimentary 2 guests to the American Express Centurion Lounge, and you'll get unlimited access to the Delta Sky Club lounges. So who takes the W for the other benefits? Honestly, I think it's pretty obvious. It's gonna go to Chase. Like, sure, spending $75,000 and getting A-list status from Southwest, not really something that I think anyone's writing home about. In fact, if you're spending 75 grand, are you really flying Southwest? But anyway, on the American Express Platinum side though, spending $75,000 just gives you better lounge access. Like, come on, American Express, you can do better than that. So the W goes to the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Now, we tally up all of these benefits categories, and the overall winner for the benefits category is going to be the American Express Platinum. Category 4, annual fee. The Chase Sapphire Reserve has an annual fee of $795. The American Express Platinum has an annual fee of $895. So it would seem pretty obvious. Chase is cheaper, so therefore it wins. Well, don't forget, there's a lot of credits that you can use to offset the annual fee to make your effective annual fee way lower. So from the Chase side, we have the $300 travel credit, the $300 StubHub credit, the $120 Lyft credit, and we also have the credit from DoorDash. Though I'm not gonna count the $25 a month because 5-10-10 is just honestly stupid, and I don't think most people are using the 10-10. So I'm gonna count the $5 food credit. So each year, that's $60. And now you sum all of those up, you get $780 worth of credits. Remember, you're paying $795 a year for it. So in effect, you're only actually paying $15, which to me, I'm taking all day. Now let's look at some of the credits from the American Express Platinum. On the American Express Platinum side, the most useful credits to the broadest amount of people, I would say would be that $400 Resi credit, the $300 digital entertainment credit, as well as the $200 Uber credit. You add all of that up, you get $900 of credits. Remember, you're paying $895 a year for the card. Wait a minute, you're paying $895, but it gives you back $900 of credits. So in effect, you're paid $5 to have the card. Now, full disclaimer, I was being very conservative with the credits. Personally, I found value from that $300 Lululemon credit, the $100 Saks credit, as well as the $200 Aura Ring credit. And so if we add all of those to the earlier credits we mentioned, I'm in effect getting paid like $600 a year to hold the card. And it wouldn't be unreasonable to think someone who has an American Express Platinum also goes to the Equinox, and they also tap into the hotel credit. In effect, you can be getting paid well over $1,000 to hold the American Express Platinum. Now, I'm not gonna take away from Chase. For the Chase Sapphire Reserve, one could argue, yes, we're gonna throw in the $120 Peloton credit, and we're also gonna go ahead and throw in that $500 hotel credit. Even though you end up overpaying on the edit, it's still not getting anywhere close to the effective $1,000 you can be paid to have the American Express Platinum. So as for who wins the annual fee, effectively, it's actually going to be the American Express Platinum. Now for the final verdict and my recommendations and comments. For sign-up bonus, we have a tie. Earnings goes to the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Benefits goes to the American Express Platinum. And the annual fee goes to the American Express Platinum. And with that, the winner of the top premium flagship credit card of 2026 is the American Express Platinum. And I do want to leave you with my final thoughts if you're still at this part of the video. I've been in this credit card space since 2014. And I have never seen a bank fumble the ball as hard as Chase has with the refresh of the Sapphire Reserve. Because if you're looking for a true premium flagship credit card that makes you feel valued as a customer, you will get the American Express Platinum. Because even though the earn rate for the Platinum isn't as good as the Reserve, the Platinum has clearly been designed and given benefits to benefit its customer. Unlike with Chase, they've been giving us benefits to benefit themselves, which has now made the card a coupon book. The Sapphire Reserve so desperately wants to signal that they're a premium luxury brand. I mean, you've seen the billboards everywhere. But what's screams premium luxury, like a $300 dining credit that I can use at 8 restaurants in Boston. Or a $25 a month DoorDash credit that I have to use as $5 in food, $10 in grocery, $10 in grocery. Or better yet, spend $75,000 with us and we're gonna give you elite status from Southwest. Now, no knock again on Southwest, but is that really where we wanna start the premium travel conversation? It's like someone over at the Chase Sapphire product department crunched numbers and thought, hey, this is the exact perfect amount of benefit that we can give to our customers where they won't actually be able to use all of it so that we get the most benefits possible. The customer thinks they get benefit, but they actually can't get benefit, and so we win. What? Whereas the American Express Platinum just came on and said, hey, we have been the #3 card for honestly the last 5 years. No one has even thought about this. Why don't we come in and make our customers feel valued and give them benefits and credits that they can actually use? Huh, what an idea. I mean, the American Express Platinum right now is effectively paying people $1,000 a year to have one of the best premium luxury flagship travel credit cards of 2026. And as a consumer in the space, it feels kind of nice to be like, you know what? I don't know if this is gonna last, but it feels cool and it feels nice that you value me as a customer and you value my time. So I'm gonna come at least try your product. And I don't wanna make it feel as if I'm just glazing American Express, because I kinda am, because I've had the Chase Sapphire Reserve since 2016. It was my #1 travel credit card from 2016 all the way to about 2019, 2020 when the Venture X came onto the scene and it kind of mixed things up a bit. The American Express Platinum through that entire time period has been #3 for me. I did not and would not recommend that card. However, this year in 2025, the script has completely flipped. American Express Platinum went from like bottom of the barrel to somehow leading the pack, and Chase has completely fumbled the ball and now is dropped to 3rd place. Honestly, if there was another premium card, it might even be below that. And at the end of the day, competition is great. I love the fact that Chase came out and said, hey, we're gonna try the credits thing that American Express Platinum was doing for a while that everyone hated. Maybe we can do it better. But yet they did it worse than American Express Platinum. And American Express Platinum came and said, hey, let's take the credits that we weren't doing so good and do it better. And now they're better than Chase and now the top dog. I mean, all in all, great for us as the consumer. And now the ball is gonna be in Chase's court to see how they respond. Personally, I probably don't think we're gonna get much of a change, at least not until 2030, right? These product cycles are typically 3 to 4 years and they do a bit of a refresh. And so for now, get going while the going is good. Jump on the American Express Platinum. Jump on that non-public all-time high offer giving you as high as 175,000 points. Jump on the credits that are effectively almost paying you $1,000. Because once it's gone, and then we're gonna look for the next thing. And as a pro tip, folks, if you wanna get the Platinum, make sure you get the American Express Gold first and the bonus, because if you get the Platinum, you can't get the Gold bonus. But if you get the Gold bonus, you can still get the Platinum bonus. Hopefully that makes sense. Anyway, all the links, description box down below. If you have comments, questions, drop it down there. And also, if you disagree, let me know. I would love to see someone make a pro argument for the Sapphire Reserve that I haven't considered. All right, till next time, peace.